I'm Jennica.
I'm Annica.
Welcome to
Spill More Girls.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
I've never seen Star Wars.
I don't think I have either.
I think I've always thought that I needed to watch it with somebody who really did know and appreciate it, like I did, Harry Potter or something. And so
I get called Anakin too much to watch
and
it.
I've never had a desire other than that.
No.
Okay. Oh, I think that it's just one.
Something.
Yeah.
To see if it's yours, that would be easier. Yeah, it's definitely yours.
Like, meaning she's dead? Is this so fucking for real?
I don't know. I don't work with these a lot.
I'm gonna crash out, Annica.
We can hold it in the middle.
No, it literally, you can tell even when sometimes when I'm like talking like this, you can tell. It genuinely does kind of need to be like this.
Okay, it's still going.
Okay.
Maybe just keep the thing off so that we can see.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna, we'll have to keep paying attention if
Okay.
that's cool. Okay, we're having some maybe mic issues and we're choosing to push through, and I guess if this...
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, if this episode is delayed one day, which is just, well, it is what it is, because this is the only day and I can't edit the next day, and so we're just, okay. All right.
And I have a photo shoot at 10 a.m. tomorrow for Glamour.
Right. Tuna, now is not the time.
time.
Now is not the time. Come on, you can come up here and hang out. Otherwise, let's get into today's episode of Spill More Girls. What's up?
Do you have something you want to bring to the table, or I have something I would like to talk about first?
You want to talk about you staying out till 1 a.m. with the boy? All right, we're back.
We charged him a little bit. We're good to go.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening, but we got him charged. We're good to go. We left off with Annica being out on a school, this is the thing.
School night. Were you just about to say school night?
It's a
I have
school
been
night.
graduated for almost 3 years.
Work night, school night. School night's just easier to say.
it's not.
Sunday through Thursday are school nights, regardless of the age.
But the thing is,
We have nobody in this house in school,
But the thing
that's
is, I could be
Mhm.
now a sophomore in college
Mhm.
and going out every night.
Yeah, right. And I know that. The thing is, though, Annica's never had a curfew.
I haven't needed one. I want to be home.
Right. We have this level of, like, trust and respect and understanding, but also I just know that my child, like, you are really the first one that wants to come home.
I'm either the first one who wants to come home, or I'm at where I'm at for the night. Like, if it's a sleepover, like, situation, like,
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm not I'm not an out and about
You've
popping
left a
around.
couple times.
No, not really.
Me coming to get you.
Oh, well, yeah, but that was under other pretenses. Anyway, I like to be where I'm at for the night. I want to be secure. I don't want to have to be thinking about that. I don't want to be in a car. No, like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, so and the other night she went outside, and we have, amenities at our apartment, and she was just going to, like, hang out at our, little patio lounge. And she went outside at, like, 9:20 or something? And I was like, okay, she'll be in by, at the latest, 11. I'm probably not going to last that long. I think at, like, 10:15 I text you or something. Maybe like 9 something I text you and was like, hey, I'm about to go to sleep, blah, blah, blah.
She's also never been the one to stay awake until I get home.
I simply cannot. I try, but I don't know how those moms do it, because I'm literally like, the moment I get tired, no, I'll wake up in a panic and I, like, will check locations, and I'll hear the door unlock at 1:17 a.m. I looked over and I thought, I'm going to cuss her out in the morning. Which, and the thing is, there's not a reason.
There's no reason.
But I didn't have a text. I didn't have a...
Well, at that point, you're already asleep, so what does it do? What does it do? I know if you wake up in a panic and checked my location, and I would have been 2 feet away from you. 2 feet.
No, because at that point, I would have been like, something's wrong. Like, she's not made it back inside.
Right.
Yeah, you see where that would...
But...
Yeah. So that's the thing when we struggle with you not having a curfew.
I didn't think you were going to go check cameras and think and see exactly what time I came in.
I didn't have to check a camera. I heard with my...
I tried to be so quiet, and then your text said, please turn off all the lights, like, close down the house for the night when you come in. And so I went to turn off the lights behind the TV, and I accidentally turned the TV on, and it makes this dong dong sound. And I did shit. And then I had
thinking, keep in mind, my first thought when I hear the door unlock is I'm going to cuss her out. And then I start hearing the TV. I said, has she brought somebody in my house? Are they about to sit in there and watch TV at 1 a.m.? And this is the thing, I was okay with going to sleep and being this relaxed. Look at me sitting up. Because I know this boy. Like, I know you have history with this guy. Like, it genuinely is a friend. There are a few guys that I know when you hang out with, it is genuinely like a strictly friend level. Mm-hmm. And this was one of those guys that, like, I know his mom. Like, I knew y'all weren't doing anything mischievous.
Exactly.
But still, at the end of the day, I should have had at least a text. I just genuinely was thinking, is he in my home? Is he in my home?
One of my college friends literally went to a festival in her college town, and it was in the middle of a parking lot field situation. And she was like, yeah, and I just don't really tell my mom what I'm doing when I'm in college. So my phone died, and she looked at where my last location was, and it was there, and she freaked out. Like, I could not text you for 4 hours. I think that's as long as that we've gone without texting each other. You know exactly what I'm doing.
Except for sometimes when you're doing stuff. And you're like, she'll figure it out.
What was I doing? I was sitting. You knew exactly what I was doing.
I didn't. Which, at the end of the day, I mean, it's literally fine. But I was baffled. And then when I came in here asking questions the next morning, she acted like, LOL, that was funny.
Because there was nothing to freak out about.
Right, but you're in the shoes of the person that's not freaking out. I'm in the shoes of the person that is hearing the TV and the doors and stuff at 1:17 a.m. on a school night.
I don't go to school.
It was still work.
Open work until 12 noon.
Which is why you don't have a curfew.
Exactly. Precisely.
So, no, anyway, it was fine, and we're it's all jokes, but we did have I was like, she better have a good excuse. And it was literally fun.
It was so fun. But I had a great time.
Okay. Well, what did you want to bring up?
I wanted to talk about what we were reading, and then also some other things involving books. So, I think last time we chatted, I was reading Deep End, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
And
we figured out that it was an erotica. I had people DMing me because I posted a photo on my Instagram stories of the face that she makes when I walk in on her, like we talked about last week, when she's reading a scene, thinking that I can see it. And so many people were like, Jennica, I'm shocked by this book.
I wasn't really prepared for that, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't realize that's what it was going to be. That was my first Allie Hazelwood book.
But you loved it. Yeah.
I loved it. It was so, so good. The plot of it was so good. And this is what I want to talk about. I think that book made me realize that I think I have, like, reading stress because I put myself, like, in the book, right?
Yeah, right.
And then it's a book, so I know there's something bad coming. And so I just have anxiety about it until it happens. And there wasn't any necessarily thing bad that happened in the book. And so I kept waiting for it I was just like, oh my God, it keeps getting better, but that means it's going to make it down
you weren't able
so
to, like,
much
enjoy
worse.
It. Yeah.
And it just never really came, and I was like, wow, maybe it doesn't have to go, like, terribly downhill at one point.
Well, I think that's the point of romance. Romances are mostly fluffy.
To you. To you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Actually.
Yeah, I guess so.
You were balling reading Ugly Love, so let's not.
I said most romances. Like, they are, like, happy endings. I'm pretty... listen, I haven't read enough to speak on that.
So, yeah. I think that relieved a lot of my book stress. I don't think I'm, like, anticipating a downfall anymore of the book. Now, I'm reading One Golden Summer. Mm-hmm. And it's taken me a while to, like, get into it, but I think I'm into it now. Yeah. I think I'm into it.
Well, I'm happy that you're reading such a summary, but you tell them about what Weasley did.
So Mom made these little DIY acrylic little bookmarks with our Cricut. Obviously, we saw it on TikTok and making your own bookmarks, and we were like, we have to do that. So she got the little acrylic bookmarks and some string to make it hang over the top like a bookmark. And then she Cricuted like anything you want on it. 20
different colored strings and then a bunch of just the acrylic bookmarks. So you could pick out whatever you're cricketing. You could match the color to the string.
It was great. So I had this really cute pink one. It was the cutest little light pink. It had bows on it. It said my name. And Weasley has found that these little tassels
It
are his
started
favorite thing.
when Maddie got Maddie got me one for my birthday in January, and it had like a tassel on the end of the bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just like the first one that we had that had a big tassel. Like all of our other ones were just print
Like
or
a ribbon or
ribbon
something.
None of them had the tassel. And
He can't
once he
handle it.
discovered that,
He can't.
that's like his kryptonite. Like he
can't. He
he's
really
so
he can't be in
infatuated
the room
with
with
it. I think there's just enough shine to it. There's so much movement with
So
it.
many
Like it's
strings.
just his dream toy.
So he destroyed the bookmark. Like
Multiple
tore it off
also.
of
Multiple
the-
of them.
multiple of them, yes, but tore it off of the acrylic, tore every single last tassel out of the bundle. Every single one of them was individual, tore them to pieces. He's figured out that where they live is inside books, because now I just tuck the tassels inside the books because I can't have them keep them hanging out.
First he figured out where your stash was.
Yeah. Oh, so I have my desk drawers have like a little scoop to be able to pull it out, and he'll stand on my desk and he'll put his arm in it,
All
like
the way in the
parallel
drawer.
underneath him, and grab them out of there. And I was like, oh, this is an addiction. Like, this is an addiction for him.
He opens the drawers and gets
get
them out of their
things-
spot. Like, how did he even know that that's where they went?
I don't even know. So then I started tucking the tassels in, and they just don't hang out, but it leaves the spot in the book. Well, now he's realized that's where they live, and if I leave my book sitting anywhere, he'll nudge it open with his nose. His nose is like the most powerful
He can
thing.
open doors.
Like, everything he can do with his nose. He nudges my book open, gets it out, and plays with it. And then I lose my spot, and I lose a bookmark, and it's a terrible, terrible cycle we're in right now. Terrible.
We need to just get, because there's now the holes, and they are big enough for a small ribbon. We can just do a ribbon at the top, and we're going to have to, we're a tassel-free household.
I cannot believe it. So then he's laying on my bed one day. I put my book up after reading, and he knows that it's in there. And so he starts nudging, and he gets the first flap open, like the cover, not any pages. And he's like trying to use his paw to get to the tassel, and he rips the page with a claw, like a literal
shred.
like.
It looks like a scar. Like, it's crazy.
I was baffled. And so now there's a huge claw scratch on the first page of Every Golden Summer.
And that is a beautiful book.
It's a beautiful book.
It is
the
a beautiful
flop
book.
quality is premium.
What else did we do this week? The AMAs.
I don't want to talk about it. I've seen so many things of why people think that she didn't go and other big artists didn't go, but like,
Well, and just, we like award shows. I think we, as a family, like to sit down and watch TV together. It's something that we like to do. Then we talk about. It just is like one of our favorite activities, and we've always liked award shows. And watching it, like, felt weird. Janet Jackson was awesome.
J-Lo was awesome.
J-Lo was awesome. But then, like, it was a couple, like, it just felt, we turned it off.
We turned it off, yeah. And I literally watched the Met Gala top to bottom twice. Live and then not live. And I sat and I watched, and it was great. I loved it. I'm such an award show person. I love the red carpet of it. I love the performers of it. I love watching it. I love it all. I love the commercials even.
We couldn't
Turned
get through
it
it. We couldn't get through it. Another thing that we're watching, and when we mentioned this, everybody said, no, you guys have to talk about this. So we're ready. We're ready to spill our guts on the first part of season 2 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And if you've not watched this show, please grab your popcorn and sit down, start with season 1, and just binge, because it is, they don't make TV like that anymore.
So, here's my thing. They're making it right now.
I know, that's what
And
I'm saying.
all of
Like,
the Real
this is
Housewives are like that.
okay.
All of them. All of them. Especially Salt Lake. And they're in the same place.
I haven't.
So what are the odds?
It's gonna be one of those shows like Laguna Beach or something that just really is like talked about for forever. Yeah.
So, I have been saying since the beginning of this season that Demi is the problem. Demi. Which I didn't know I was saying that wrong. It's Demi, not Demi. Her vibes, she just is plotting against everyone, and I didn't like it from the beginning, and now that's like everyone's seeing it, and that's the worst, is when you think that that's the loyal one and it ends up being the one trying to flip everything. That is the worst.
See, I just have a hard time, even when I'm given the villain on a silver platter because I've kind of seen the back end of how reality shows work. And I feel like I just enjoy it for the show, and I don't even care. Like, I'm just...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... I'm not going to stop ordering the Demi at Swig because I don't think that she's the villain of season 2.
I still love it. Like, I feel like everybody sharing their life is, like, that is just commendable in itself. And, like,
totally.
I just won't ever, like, talk bad about any of the girls. What I will say...
You can give your review.
Less Dakota.
You have such beef with Dakota and Taylor's parents.
Oh. Don't even get me started.
I will say her dad...
Don't even get me started.
Looking at her and saying, like, you deserve, like,
it is her stepdad.
That was, I don't care.
But yeah, the whole family being so
Team Dakota
non-supportive is just.
And I understand the child.
And when you're a single mom, you really do know that your family is such a part of your village that you owe a lot to them. So I know that she feels like, I mean, I can't even, like, who's going to watch my baby tomorrow? Like, it's such a difficult spot to be, but, like, holy shit, for all of your, and her brother, if Drake would have said any of that to me on when cameras were rolling, I would say, zoom in on this, we're fighting.
Like, that's just insane.
LOL. Like, and I mean, thank goodness for her sister. At least somebody having her back. But, like, truly, I think that Taylor, like, she's just vulnerable. She shares things. She just really is.
Yeah.
Even when she does shitty things, she so immediately is like, holy, that was so shitty of me. Most of the time. Yeah.
Sometimes.
But it's just, I think a lot, I saw this on TikTok, so I can't claim credit for this, but I think that almost 100% of their problems, if not for sure 99.9%, could have been solved by all of them just going and experiencing, like, a 4 years in college, like an SEC school, or like a...
Totally.
Like a just...
Totally.
Maybe a college in the South, like, I don't know,
yeah.
Like a college experience, because that...
When is the next...
Watching that party, I was like, these people are my age?
The party was crazy.
The party was crazy.
But
I genuinely am so glad that Taylor went straight. I mean, that's honestly how me and one of my best friends, Sarah, that's how we became friends, because she was across the room at a bar pointing at me and my friend, and I, like, noticed her point at me, and I was like, okay, that's weird. And then she's pointing again, and I'm like, that's weird.
Just such a powerful thing.
And I look at my friend, and I said, if she points at me again, like, we're going to have a problem. She points at me. I said, we have a problem.
I don't know if you taught it to me or if it's just, like, what we do, but, like, you don't point.
No,
like, you don't point.
Like,
if I'm around someone and they're, like, pointing at something, I'm like, stop.
Or just even, like, how they were obviously looking at her while talking about, if you're going to be talking about her at this party, standing in the middle of the it just felt like a college party.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, I love it. And I'm thankful that they're at least, like, they should be able to explore these feelings and emotions and having these fun house parties, because I guess, you know.
I need to go visit all my friends in college.
I know. That would be fun.
I have so many. I have UTK. I have Ole Miss.
You have friends sprinkled throughout now. I think
in Boston. Yeah. I have A&M. I have so many. I need to go. It's going to be my mission.
Do a little college tour.
My next school year.
Okay, what else did I have to say about Secret Lives? I really, truly think that the individual experiences of each of the women are so relatable, and it is so easy to put yourself in each of their shoes. And it just is nice, like, seeing people. I feel like they do a really good job about being real, because with YouTube, TikTok things, you do have to be real. Like, I know people say, like, oh, influencers post for this, but we post because we like it. We post because it's fun. We posted from the beginning because it's fun, just, like, documenting these felt like home videos almost for us. And, like, it really just is fun. And you can tell that those girls, like, they all have a little bit of they can turn it on for the reality. But I feel like they're all just very, very fun to watch and keep up
for
with.
their job. They all showed up to work and did what they were supposed to do.
Exactly.
And that's all you can ask.
Obsessed with the new edition, Miranda.
See, that's mixed feelings.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm obsessed with her. Yeah. Welcome her with open arms. And
she's cute.
Yeah.
If Whitney can be back, she can be back.
Another thing, though, that I cannot, like, I'm equally, almost, I would say, actually equally obsessed with watching The Last of Us. My HBO show.
Yeah.
I genuinely, The Last of Us is a kind of like a post-apocalyptic style show. It stars Pedro Pascal and, what's her name? What's Ellie's name? Bella Ramsey. The Last of Us season 1 got released, I think in like 2 years ago, before the strike, and I was so obsessed with it that I watched it the full way through and then immediately started it again and knew that we weren't going to get a new episode for a few years, but it genuinely like was one of those shows that just was so good that it consumed me. And when I Was in Miami season 2 released, and it has now released, I think all the episodes.
I think so.
Yeah. And it genuinely is just like, each episode is such a beautiful story. It's so well, like, told. It's adapted from a video game.
Huh.
Which is crazy. So a lot of guys know what's coming because they've played the video game for so long. But, like, it genuinely is just so... It's such a great show. It is such a great show. And I, truly highly recommend it. Especially with the full first 2 seasons coming out. And they're definitely going to be a third. It's just...
too scary for me.
It is one of those that is like...
And HBO don't give.
HBO will show you in 4K. Like, they will...
Exactly what's going
on.
And
the CGI that they do with the zombies and stuff, it really is, like, unlike any other show that you've seen. They do just move and function different. And, like, it is a lot to watch. And I don't like gory stuff at all. But it is so well told and so just... There's so many different stories within the story, too, that it keeps me going back for more. Like, I genuinely think I've watched all of season 2's episodes twice, too, because it was spaced out. So then I'd watch it when it came out, and then I'd wait till the next week and watch the one before it came out and that one, too. But it's so good.
What's one TV show you would do anything to watch again for the first time?
I mean, Gilmore Girls, obviously.
I see it. Mine's Gossip Girl.
Gossip.
Like...
Well, I don't know if I would take back watching Gilmore Girls for the first time, because
But just, like, the way you felt.
The way I felt.
Not knowing the plot of Gossip Girl is insane. Like, watching people my age watch it for the first time, I'm like, oh. Yeah. Like, that feeling, like, everything that happens between Chuck and Blair, like, if I could see that all unfold one more time.
What would it be for me?
I would simply, like... I would learn to watch it all in one day.
I guess a bunch of mine, too, were, like, thriller shows that I watched. One that I always go back...
You love a 2-season wonder?
Yeah. One that I always go back to is Broadchurch. I literally think it was, like, a 2-season wonder. And I wish I could, like, not know the plot of it. I didn't realize how good it was going to be when I started it to start.
Yeah, because you get 2, and then you were like, okay, and now I got to find a new show. Like, I need... 3 12-season shows,
I want 10 seasons to be even star. You know what I need to do? I need to go back and from season 1 episode start
Criminal
CSI.
Minds.
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
Because I've only watched that one time ever through, and I watched that at 2010 just forever ago. And I think sitting down and doing a big, she's yawning.
We're boring her. In my bed. Like, anytime I sit in my bed, I yawn. Like, no. I can't even read in my bed because I immediately will go to sleep.
This morning, I almost had a crash out, I'm going to be totally honest, because I don't, need...
For some reason, it's so funny to me when you use the word crash out. I don't know why. It's just, every time you say it, it's just so funny. Am I not allowed to, or what? No, it's just funny to me.
Well, I was almost going to crash out because I... don't always need caffeine in the morning when I wake up.
Lie detector!
But 90% of the time, no, a lot of the time I do, and a lot of the time I prefer that in either a matcha or a Diet Coke of some sort, okay? I'm out of creamer right now. I have matcha, don't have the creamer I want, so it's not perfect. And I don't have any sort of aspartame in the house, so no Diet Coke, no Dr. Pepper, nothing. Our apartment complex has, a little vending marketplace, and most of the time...
family-owned, good stocked,
most of the time I can count on that, but those Diet Cokes will get gone. You can't depend on those.
Well, they only do 2 rows, which is really weird.
This morning, nothing. No caffeine anywhere in the radius of me, and
Well, there is. Let's not be.
What?
There's plenty of coffee options.
Yeah, there's lots of coffee.
Plethora.
If I would have had
There's
coffee...
There's 3 coffee options.
And came and sat down right here, y'all would watch me crash out. You'd see the active crash out.
Yeah,
you would
that's true.
see my heart would start racing so bad that I would think that we were actively under attack.
You know that there's like 85 milligrams of caffeine in a Diet Coke.
This is the thing.
And there's 90 milligrams of caffeine.
You can talk about milligrams this, milligrams that. It feels different.
It's science.
It feels different. Coffee, caffeine, energy feels different than having a Diet Coke.
Right.
And you can't, that's not debatable. I've lived it.
I just don't like soda, so I think they just.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
I know.
And I didn't for a really, really long time. Like, I was a coffee person for a long time. But I just, my heart can't handle it. My heart can't handle it. And my heart also can't handle this sweet angel boy.
Weasley's sitting in my lap. And he has made himself cozy. That's for sure. His limbs go numb whenever he gets really relaxed.
Okay, next up. And this is kind of something that I feel like either 50% of people know this and are there with us and understand it well, or have no idea what I'm talking about. And that is two of your worlds colliding. Your childhood and your adulthood coming into one with the Ace family ex, call her daddy. And so I won't even say Catherine.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Summer of 2020, I was like outside a lot. I was doing some little kid. Oh,
it was before that. It was not even 2020.
No,
it was like.
Let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Let me finish. I was doing just like little kid summer, like little jobs, trying to get money to go to like Walmart or something. Like, I don't know what I was just like outside a lot, and I started listening to Call Her Daddy, and I don't know what really made me do that. It just kind of. I guess it was the place in the moment, and I literally think I listened to every episode from the beginning up for like ever. Like, I would listen to, no kidding, like 4 or 5 episodes a day, just like straight. And this is before this is before videos or also with the audio. Like, it was strictly audio. So I would listen to that all day long. So then, before that, like since probably 2017, we had been hardcore Ace family people.
You're like 4th or 5th grade. I mean, you were young.
There was an app we were paying something for.
Oh, I was ordering merch for you. I mean, we had
everything. Everything.
We were there every video
live stream
dropped. Like
every time.
Yeah.
They were my worlds. And
because you were just a YouTube, you did really, really love YouTube. This was when your generation was switching from Disney Channel, like Netflix, to watching YouTube. Yeah. Really.
I was 100% of the time either watching something involving Jake Paul and Team 10 or the Ace family. It was always one or the other. And I
always watched with you because I wanted to make sure it wasn't like crazy things that she was watching. But
don't lie, you enjoyed it.
I was just about to say I genuinely enjoyed it as well.
You were watching
it was fun. It's what got us into YouTube because we started watching YouTube for you.
Yeah, and here we are 5, 6, 7 years later, and we're figuring out what's all going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I did watch the interview. I have like 10 minutes left that I haven't watched, but I just feel like there's some people that when you do watch, you can tell that they maybe come across the same, and I genuinely feel like that's the version of her we really have seen from, because we watched those first apartment video, like we were in that very, very, very first apartment when they brought Ella home. Like, it's crazy, and you as an audience, I think, watched her like sparkle kind of dimmer from him, but neither one of them were ever bad parents. The thing too, like they both, it's just wild to be able to hear the behind the scenes. Yeah,
I haven't listened to it just simply because I have not had time and I need to fully be sat
down for it. And it's a big screen type thing.
It's a big screen type thing. And
I even looked when I was clicking on it, and I watched it only like 6 hours after it was released or something, and it already had over 1 million views. So I clicked on the Call Her Daddy like page to see like what their views looked like. Kate Hudson was the one before that. It was like nothing in comparison. Nobody was even coming close.
It's just because we had no idea.
And Catherine was just truly loved by, and now the audience that loved her so much was like girls your age, and now y'all are at the age where you're loving
Like,
that.
understand-
You understand
like,
and you have that empathy to like know what was going on, and it really is wild.
That's crazy. What a
was
time
wild.
and place to be.
I'm proud of her though, because she really is one of those that like I think she would have always done whatever, because you as a woman, you do whatever you think is best for your family, and I think that she always did that, and finally when she got to the point where she was like, it is best for my family to leave, she did. So very proud of her, and it was a great listen. If you don't know who Catherine is, she is from one of the very like OG family vlogger families ever. They about, what would you say, 4-ish years ago started having like cheating rumors come out, but they just like never addressed anything, always kept up the like perfect family
unit,
unit facade. And
because the H family was for Austin, Catherine, L.
Yes, yeah.
Like that's what they called. Was their fam.
And it was just like it was crazy.
At the time.
Yeah, it was wholesome at the time, and I feel like you just could tell that they were just a young family having fun,
figuring it out, doing life and filming it.
I will say we had a kind of crazy parasocial moment when we were in California.
Oh my god.
It was the wildest thing, because like I said, we used to they came out with episodes weekly, and I mean we were consuming a lot of that, like we watched them for years. And by the time we went to California, of course we weren't watching them anymore, but we took a wrong turn in like somewhere in Calabasas when we were going from Malibu to Palm Springs.
No, it was LA to Palm Springs.
We had stopped at Malibu. We went north because we had stopped in
after
Malibu.
Malibu?
Yeah, we went straight from, like, we were ending our LA trip in Malibu, and then we were going straight from there to Palm Springs. And so right when we were getting on whatever the road we were getting on for the first time, and by the way, those roads are crazy to drive on.
Crazy.
We just had no idea where we are. We get off on this random exit. We start pulling in. We go,
this looks very this is oddly familiar.
wait a second. It genuinely felt like we had been there before, because it was the Target that they used to always go to. It was the like shoe store right in the front I said, so that means their apartment's probably right there. We looked around the corner and I said,
it's right there.
That's literally their apartment. Like, it felt crazy to know that was like there. Even going in that, because we popped into that Target, I was like, the fact that we've been in this Target on like, vlogs and stuff. Yeah. So
it was definitely a worlds collide moment.
To me as a viewer, like, I never was itching for that stuff when it was happening. I think it is, we're the type that can watch, and I just am okay with the information that I'm given.
Yeah,
like, I always knew that there was a reason she's probably not sharing this, but I know that we probably have an insight from us being on this side. So it genuinely did feel, though, nice to, I could have gone my whole life without ever knowing what happened in those years or what, and them thriving years later, but it is nice to know,
which is actually,
and it really was confirmation. Like, it is kind of what everybody was saying.
Speculating.
Yeah.
I had kind of a crazy moment in my Pilates class the other day.
What?
So I'm doing my hot Pilates, as I've been doing, and there's like 4 different workout types. There's like actual like classic mat Pilates. There's like a HIIT version. There's like all these different versions. And so there's this one where the song rotation and the movement rotation is pretty much the same every time. Like, you turn around to each 4 sides. Like, it's supposed to be hype, right? So it's,
where is this going?
Of the trainers at the studio, she's probably one of the older ones. And it comes to like the peak part of the workout where we're like jumping. Like, you are going. And the song that's supposed to correlate with that comes on. And I was like, I might be too young to be here right now. The song comes on, I'm like, why is this familiar? And it's you can tell it was like her college like hype pregame song. To me, it was my preschool dad's walkout song. I am eating popcorn sitting in a baseball stadium listening to this song. And she is pre-gaming listening to this song.
You're just in different worlds.
And that was I wasn't getting hyped by any means to this song. It's that it's that song that goes I yeah, that one.
Yeah. Crazy Train.
Sure. that one, and it came on, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, those are two, yeah.
I was like,
that's exactly the two scenarios that those songs are playing in.
Yep, and only two.
You know, there are some times where I just, and it's happened since you were genuinely like 4 or 5 years old. You had consciousness. You would humble me. Like, it does not matter how young you are, how cool you are, how fun and cute and gorgeous you are. Like, your child will be the one to humble you. There's still sometimes that I look at you and I'm like, oh my God, she's fully 100% mortified by me right now.
That's not true.
It is 100% true.
Maybe sometimes.
And sometimes it'll be like when your friends are here, just like in the living room chilling, and I'll be like, oh, I've overstayed my welcome.
Well, just sometimes you and my friends are having 20-minute conversations, and I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? Like, it's my friend.
What can I improve on as a mother?
Oh my God, this question. This always happens. We will be walking in from.
Come on, let's get take
like,
care.
I don't know.
We've been a lot better on our communication these days, I will say.
I fear we're just busier.
No, there have been multiple times, even like this week, that we've had to like reconvene and be like, hey, what was that?
Between me leaving high school and me starting Glamour, I was just home a lot. And so we had a lot more arguments.
I would go as far as to say the craziest arguments were when you were like 13 and 14.
Totally. But I was in high school
we were both gone from each other all day then.
Yeah, but I was in high school, so you can't really be mad.
No, I mean, what arguments are you talking about?
All of them. I don't know.
No, I do feel like we are genuinely better on our communication.
Yeah. Totally. I feel like we've both also just grown.
Well, yeah.
The things we used to fight about, we wouldn't really fight about anymore.
Yeah.
What could I improve on as a daughter?
Thinking about me every now and then.
Yeah. I knew that was going to be your answer. Does that count as me thinking about you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's good. No, and it's not even me. That I just want to make sure that you are thinking about others.
I am.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. And sometimes it just is my job as a mom. Like, I think that sometimes moms these days are like, moms my age are so, we do want to show our children respect, and we do want to give you guys, you know, oh, how gorgeous are you? We do want to give you guys that respect, and like not, like I wouldn't say that I gentle parent. I'm a very realistic parent, but I am not afraid to like, sometimes your feelings do need to be hurt every now and then. You know what I mean? And like it
In what scenario?
Or just behavior corrected, and that hurts your feelings. Like, it is my job at the end of the day to put me teaching you how to be a good human over me making sure that you like me that day, you know?
Yeah, but I am a good human.
Right, because...
At this point. So, does it have to keep going?
Right, and that, yes, to an extent, but I have to, now in my parenting journey, I'm actively learning, like, when is okay, well, she's got to figure that out on her own, or this is your responsibility to teach her.
Yeah. That must be difficult. So what she means by me thinking about her a little bit more is, like, yesterday.
Not you instantly have an example.
This is good. That means I'm acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I'm taking Tunes on a walk, and she texts me, and she says she wants a little treat from the market. We like the market, if you can't tell. So she wants a little treat from the market. I'm like, okay, I text back. Yeah, I'll grab you one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm getting to the end of the walk. I grab her a little treat. I walk in the door. I'm giving her treat. She's like, why didn't you call me? I was like, oh. Yeah, I guess I should have done that and asked you what you wanted and not just assumed what you wanted.
Well, it's just, but I think when I say a lot of the things that I do, be like, hey, you should have maybe asked me about that, or you should, let's.
Like, sometimes I'll make, like, little protein pancakes with bananas and things in the morning. And
yeah.
I know you don't want them, but yeah, I could ask to make sure.
Well, this is the first time people in your life, I mean, a lot of people have lived with maybe, like, siblings their age where there is more of a chore thing or fighting over this, fighting over that, whereas you have been more so in your house, which we've wanted to do this, catered to, this is just when the people in your age are living with roommates and stuff for the first time. So I know you will eventually live with roommates. And so I just want you to be conscious of some of the things that... I think you should have a roommate phase for sure. It does teach you a lot about yourself.
You never had a roommate?
And I don't know myself. I'm just kidding. No, I feel like my sister lived with me a lot, and here off we've. I
don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
And
I think that I'll probably go from with you to by myself.
You don't think you'll ever live with anybody? I think you'll.
No.
I think when you have so many friends that have gone off right now, I think if you're still here when some of them come back, I think that they'll be wanting, like, I think that I don't think you would, I think you'd entertain the idea of having a roommate.
I think I definitely would entertain the idea, but I don't want, like, if we, like, live in house, like, if we...
Mm-hmm. Right. Get it out. She's gonna get there.
I don't like the idea of us living together possibly making our relationship not as good.
Us living together. Me and you? Or
No.
you and a roommate?
Being a roommate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that to hurt a friendship.
I think that as long as you have boundaries
Like, if I clean the counters and something happens on the counters, I kind of get mad, but, like, I contain it, and, like, I just don't want that resentment to build up to a roommate that's a friend.
Yeah, it's not easy living. You do. There are things that you'll learn in it, but I think it is such an experience that is like something.
I cleaned the counters so hard this morning, and then you made tuna salad on them, and you didn't do anything about it. It was eggshells everywhere.
Eggshells everywhere.
Yeah.
There was maybe one tiny crack that I might have missed in some paprika, but that's it. Like, it wasn't a mess.
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, that's what I'm...
And now she has tuna salad for lunch.
I'm so excited.
Okay. No, but I think that I learned so much about myself, and, like, I know it's not for everybody, and with the college experience that I had, and it was so altered even with me, like, having a modified version of that, with me having a child in college, that I just benefited so much from being around a group of people going through exactly, like, I just think that you live in with a girl going through exactly what you're going through. But I kind of did, like, when you were with, I always
had with my friends and not live with them. I can be with my friend group and not live with them, just like you did.
Yeah.
I think you're projecting.
I just think that you would have so much fun having a roommate.
Maybe, or maybe not. Only time will tell.
Well, yeah. Okay, so you would...
I would definitely think about it, like, if... I don't know.
Okay, well, this is one of those braided headbands that's like an actual hair. It's a band of hair, but it's a headband.
And it's braided.
And honestly, even with all the descriptive words, I don't even know if somebody could just listen to
them. Oh, my hands are sweaty.
Yeah, why are they warm? What?
We can do my birthday pod from you-know-where.
I thought about that too, but do you want to have the whole time of doing...
What if we have everyone in the pod?
Oh, we have features?
Yeah, what if we do that?
What was I talking about?
Your braided headband.
Yeah, so I could feel the braided headband sliding off. And when I wear this braided headband, it gives me... I think my happiest was when I was shopping at Limited 2. And it gives me Limited 2 vibes. So I like to pull this headband out when I...
If anyone has any cute festival outfit ideas, please let me know.
I could just tell that you were so not... You just tried to escape that conversation twice actively.
That's not true.
Well, since you were so eager to get out of that conversation, did you have anywhere else that you needed to land? You were talking about festival. Oh, sorry, Weasley. He's flicking his tail like, don't touch me.
Yeah, if you have any cute festival outfit inspo, send them my way. I have 2 things that I like so far, and I don't even really like the second, so I have 1 thing ordered so far.
Get on Pinterest, girl.
I know, it's just like, it all comes down to my boobs. Like, I can't.
I know. When you have...
Everything is strapless.
You have big boobs,
this
it takes over your life. And you're at the age where people think, like, if you show even one inch of 1 centimeter of cleavage, it looks like a lot.
A lot.
And then also, like, with your age, people are like, she's so inappropriate. Like, it just, there's only going to be about 2 years in your 20s that you're able to, like.
I feel the inappropriateness too. I don't like it to be shown. I don't. So, it's literally the season of strapless, not only because it's summer, but just, like, even all the dresses that we have and everything.
You have gotten really good at taping.
Like, it hurts
but it's
to
such
take
a
off.
process, and you're genuinely, like.
But I can't wear strapless to a festival. Like, that's just end period. Yeah. No. And I went to Urban Outfitters, everything's strapless. Every single thing is strapless. So just, if you have something, let me know.
You're also still, and I remember being at this point too. You're just still at the sports bra age of it all. Like, you love.
That's not true. I just got a new Skims bra, the Minimizer. It's really good.
Oh yeah, you do need to give a shout out to that bra, because that bra did.
I went into Nordstrom specifically for that bra because I saw it on Skims website, and it's the Minimizer. The shape could be better. Like, the top could be a little bit thinner, because my only real bra that I have is from Skims, and so I got that one. It's very. Whatever it does a great job at it. And very seamless, everything like that. So I went into Nordstrom for that bra specifically. Had it in my size and in the color I needed. And also had a huge sale going on. So I got, like, the cutest little 3 tops and skirts for summer work for, like, $13.
Yeah, it was a major win for Nordstrom.
Yeah, it was a steal for sure.
Yeah. Well, I know the battle. You literally, used to say at, like, 4 years old, Mama, am I going to have boobs like you? And you used to not want them. Like, I never, out of all the things that you could inherit from me, I never thought it'd be that. Because you just never had, like, nothing else was.
Well, as we learned from my sunburn of all sunburns last week, which is better now, by the way.
Yes.
Speaking
of last week, you wore this too.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't realize.
It's your comfort.
I just love the, like, feel of the inside. I don't handle pain well at all. At all. So the only hopes I have is getting a breast reduction, and I just simply think that I would go into.
And everybody's different, but it was genuinely the most pain I've ever felt in my life. Worth it, like, really, truly, because I cannot tell you how freeing it was at Miami to wake up and have a white strapless shirt and be able to just put it on and wear a strapless, like, with no bra. I don't wear bra. Like, I can get by with, and I just never knew that this was life. Now, with that said, I definitely have, like, learnings from mine, but overall, like, would do it again, but it genuinely is, like, such an invasive.
And I just don't think I can do that.
Surgery. Like, it's not, like, boob jobs when you're getting, like, a breast augmentation. It's just, like, a slit and a dip and you're fine. This is genuinely
reconstructing your body.
Yeah, and, like, shaving.
I don't want to talk about it. Seriously. Anyway.
Right, but we're not there yet, and you're gonna
suffer. Like,
I apologize. This cat is so cute.
Weasley is just making himself cozy. I have to go to work, boy. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, you guys, we love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Spill More Girls. Compliment someone.
And we'll spill more next Thursday. Love ya.